That's it. And you got all the colors. I'm just delighted to be here today, especially, you know, as I said a minute ago, this is one of the rewarding things of my job, is when we can help our people around us, especially folks with some disabilities. In this case, it's autism here, and it's kids. That's even more interesting. So I want to congratulate the Y for taking that initiative, seeing the opportunities through this fund that the province has you know, put out there, and develop a program that's starting with kids with autism, and I believe moving forward with some others, and I'll let folks here talk about that.
Autism in Canada affects about 1 in every 160 people. So in Northumberland, that equates to a little north of 450. A lot of those are children that don't get as much chance to socialize in these types of programs. So with a little seed money like this, or a lot of seed money like this type of program, we can start something much more meaningful for these children, something that's it's very staff intensive, there's training involved, the routine is extremely important, so we can set something up very specific for these children.
So the program started, ABR Autism approached us in the winter and said, listen, we've got a bunch of kids with autism who need some programs. So that's where it started, and from there, with discussions with Doug and 5 counties and a couple of our other program partners, we've realized that there's a huge need for other kids with special needs. So we're starting with autism because that's where our big need has been, and we're getting ready to grow the program so that it can reach all kinds of kids with different special needs. So we're looking into next year, looking with kids with Down syndrome, FAS, any sort of disability, any kid who has a difficulty accessing sort of regular typical recreation programs. Our goal for the program is that we'll see about 100 kids over the next 2 years access these programs. So we're starting small, and we're really hoping that we can grow big and really make the Y a place that everybody can come, and make sure that we're creating that inclusive community for everybody.
That wasn't too long ago. What are you doing?
Yeah, so I don't know where the best way to set this up or what exactly the plan is, but
although this might be a, what do you call it, a pilot or whatever you want to call it, but certainly I know we're going to see some fantastic results, and my priority is to make sure that whether it's this program exactly how it is, or some that evolves from this, that we need to make it more permanent, so that these kids can have the benefit that we all have. We have the same agreement, because regardless of who we are, we're all children of the world, and you know, we need to all take whatever opportunities there are, or make whatever opportunities available there are. So
this is a program that's in response to a need in our community. We found out through discussion with people in our community that there was a need for this type of program, and the YMCA always tries to develop solutions to these types of needs. And through our partnership now with the Ontario government, it's just very, very valuable to people of Northumberland to have this type of program.
So far we've been doing a Saturday morning program. We do yoga with the kids. We do some physical activities. So we've got kids who, although it may seem really small, have learned to catch a ball or have learned to dribble a ball. So they're making those developmental skills. We also do some music and rhythm with them. Behind us right now, the kids are doing an arts and crafts program. Our camp kids will be swimming every day, as well as having access to archery and rock climbing and the other programs that all of the rest of our camp kids have.
Well, it's very nice to you, I think.
well, I think so too. Look at this. Now I got paid as well. Sorry, I did it myself. Don't be sorry. Want to stand up? Let's see.
Make a big good picture.
We will have a program just specifically for kids with special needs and their families, so they can get used to the Y, and then they will step into sort of our regular programs with a one-to-one support worker. So that's part of what the grant allows us to do as well. And then from there, the third sort of plan for kids that are able to do it is that they'll have a plan. So we'll know, you know, when John shows up to program, he needs a little bit of directions, and we'll know exactly what he does, so that those kids can start accessing the Y as independently as humanly possible, and we'll give them whatever supports we can to make sure that they have a successful experience here.
Ryan, do you really enjoy coming to the Y camp?
Yep.
Do you have a good time?
Yep.
Good.
That's a more affirmative answer.
There you go, Ryan. That's what we're looking for, buddy.
The horse's mouth.